God says, Archangel Michael says, your alert has arrived, and it cannot wait. You must not ignore this, because your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. If you even try to turn away or delay, you will regret it deeply. Please open it now before it is too late, because the heavens are crying out in your direction and the moment of revelation is upon you. This is not a casual word, this is not just a line meant to make you pause, this is a direct intervention. The Spirit is whispering urgently in your ear right now because there are forces at work behind your life that you could not see, and now the veil must be lifted. Every step you took brought you closer to this point. Every delay, every struggle, every silent night of tears, it was all converging here. The message is breaking through. The exposure has come. Archangel Michael has stood watch at your side. He has fought battles that your human eyes will never be able to fully comprehend. Demonic forces, jealous spirits, hidden enemies, they plotted behind closed doors, thinking you would never discover the truth. But Michael's sword has been drawn, his fire has circled you, and he refuses to let this lie go on any longer. Heaven has shouted, reveal it. Heaven has cried out, unveil the mask. And that is why your angel is refusing to allow you to skip this message. It's not because it is optional. It's because it's life-changing. God says, my child, you asked me for clarity. You prayed to see the truth. You whispered in the night, Lord, show me what I cannot see. And I heard you. But when I show you, you must be ready to handle it. You must be willing to obey even when it hurts. You must be willing to trust me even when the picture shocks you. That is what is happening now. This is your moment of exposure. This is your divine alert. The enemy tried to delay this message. Strange distractions came. Your phone buzzed at the wrong times. Your mind grew heavy with doubt. Your spirit felt weary. That wasn't random. That was the attempt to keep you blind, because if you see what is really happening, you will break free. And if you break free, you will rise. And if you rise, their plans crumble. That's why Michael is pressing you now with divine urgency. He is saying, do not wait. Do not close your eyes. Do not silence your heart. Listen. Because your alert has arrived. There is a woman in the shadows. She smiled in your face. She spoke with honey on her tongue. She pretended loyalty. But her heart carried envy. Her words carried poison, her hands carried manipulation. She thought you would never know. She thought the darkness would protect her. But now God is exposing her. Finally, the curtains have been torn. The mask has slipped. The lies are collapsing. This woman's actions were not minor. She blocked blessings, she twisted perceptions, She carried your name into conversations dripping with hidden intentions. And heaven says, enough. You may feel chills right now as you read this. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. The Spirit is stirring inside you, saying, yes, this is it. This is the message. This is what you were meant to hear. You knew something was wrong. You sensed it for months, maybe even years. Your spirit picked up what your mind couldn't explain. That's because God was warning you. And now, the full truth is arriving. Your angel is not letting you miss it. God says, do not fear the exposure. Do not fear the revelation. It is not meant to harm you, it is meant to free you. For too long you lived under the fog of manipulation. For too long you questioned yourself when you were right all along. For too long you let them dim your light because you wanted peace. But I, the Lord, am bringing true peace, and it comes with clarity, it comes with separation, it comes with justice. What they did in the shadows will be shouted from the rooftops. Archangel Michael is guarding this word because it carries destiny. If you receive it, your life shifts. If you ignore it, the cycle repeats. That's why heaven is so urgent right now. You cannot afford to lose this chance. You cannot afford to stay blind. You cannot afford to wait another day, another week, another year. Too much has been stolen already. Too much time has been wasted. But today is the day of restoration. Today is the day of justice. Today is the day God flips the script. You are stepping into a season where everything hidden must be revealed. Conversations will surface. Truth will come from unexpected mouths. People will show their hearts without realizing it. Dreams and visions will sharpen. Synchronicities will align. You'll start to see the puzzle pieces clearly. And when you do, you'll understand why the enemy fought so hard to distract you. Because if you see clearly, you will choose differently. And if you choose differently, you will walk away from traps that were designed to destroy you. Your angel is warning you, please, don't dismiss this. Please don't shrug this off. You will regret it if you turn your back. That is not a threat, it is divine mercy. It means that what is coming is so big, so life-altering, that ignoring it would leave you stuck in a pit you don't deserve. God is not punishing you. God is saving you. But salvation sometimes feels like disruption. Exposure sometimes feels like heartbreak. Liberation sometimes feels like loss. Do not mistake the process. What looks like falling apart is actually falling into place. Finally, God is exposing her, the woman who wore light like a costume, who smiled while hiding knives, who spoke blessings while whispering curses. And when he does, you will see the chain reaction it causes. The ones connected to her will also be revealed. The conversations she started will unravel. The lies she built will collapse. And in the end, you will stand, not humiliated, but vindicated. You will stand, not broken, but restored. You will stand, not empty, but crowned with glory. This message is heavy because it carries truth. And truth is never light when it first arrives. But Archangel Michael promises you this: you are not alone. You will not walk through exposure without angelic help. You will not face separation without divine comfort. You will not be abandoned in your awakening. Every step, every revelation, every painful realization, you will have angels by your side. You will have God's presence covering you. And you will walk through the fire, not to burn, but to be refined. This is why heaven is crying out, your alert has arrived. The time is now. The call is now. The decision is now. And your angel refuses to let you miss it. Do not ignore. Do not delay. Do not pretend not to see. Because if you open your spirit and receive this word, the next season of your life begins now. And it will not look like your past. The sorrow will be replaced with joy. The confusion will be replaced with clarity. The lack will be replaced with abundance. The rejection will be replaced with favor. And the lies will be replaced with undeniable truth. God says, I am with you. I am speaking to you. I am opening your eyes. Do not fear. Do not resist. Do not ignore. Because I love you too much to leave you blind. And I am too faithful to let them succeed. The battle is already won. The exposure is already happening. The shift is already in motion. Your angel sounded the alarm. And now you must choose to listen. You can feel it, can't you? The urgency. The fire in your chest. The tears rising in your eyes. That's your confirmation. That's your soul saying yes. That's heaven pressing on you to act. To believe. To accept. To move. Because this is not just another message, it's the one you were meant to hear today, in this exact moment. And you will never regret listening. But you will regret ignoring. Archangel Michael repeats again, your alert has arrived. Don't ignore. Don't skip. Don't delay. Open now before it's too late. God says, my child, hear me carefully now because time is not on your side. The trumpet has been sounded and Archangel Michael says, your alert has arrived, and you must not ignore it. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. This is not just another whisper, not just another reminder, but an urgent divine warning carrying weight heavier than you realize. If you ignore it, you will regret it a lot, and regret will burn deeply because the window of mercy is about to close. Heaven is calling you to open this now before it is too late, before the moment passes and the blessing turns away from your door. This is not punishment, this is protection, this is direction, this is love from heaven crying out so that you do not lose what has been prepared for you from the beginning of time. You felt it in your spirit already. You sensed the disturbance around you, the heaviness that tried to cloud your mind, the strange events that made you pause. That was not coincidence. That was divine alert. Michael has been battling around you in the unseen. While you slept, demons plotted. While you cried, whispers of destruction echoed against your destiny. But the sword of the Archangel has struck the ground, and he says this cannot wait. Heaven cannot allow you to remain in confusion any longer. God says, "My child, you have prayed for answers, you have begged for signs, you have asked me if I truly hear you. And this is your undeniable answer, yes, I have heard every cry, and I am commanding you to pay attention now because there is no time left to delay. Someone has been plotting against you, and I have seen it all, says the Lord. A woman has tried to disguise herself in the light, pretending to love you, pretending to guide you, but behind her hand she carried poison. She thought she was hidden, but my eyes see everything, and finally I am exposing her. This is the woman who smiled in front of you but carried jealousy in secret. She prayed against your progress while pretending to pray for you. She spoke to others behind your back, twisting your story, planting doubts, attempting to block your favor. For a long time you wondered why blessings slipped through your fingers, why people changed suddenly, why doors seemed to close right as you reached them. It was her hand moving in the shadows, empowered by spirits that hate your light. But now heaven's light is flooding every shadow, and there is no more hiding. Her exposure is at hand, and when it happens you will understand why this alert was so urgent. Michael says you cannot afford to delay. The angels are positioned, but your obedience must align with heaven's order. If you keep ignoring the nudges, the dreams, the restlessness, then you allow delay to extend. But God says, I will not allow delay any longer. I am cutting chains, I am severing cords, I am breaking every manipulation. My child, you thought I had abandoned you, but no, I was allowing everything to play out so that when I expose, there will be no doubt. The exposure is not partial, it is complete. It will leave no question in your mind who was against you and who truly carries my spirit. Do not be afraid when relationships suddenly crumble, when faces you thought you could trust suddenly show you their true colors. This is not rejection, this is protection. I am clearing the path. I am removing what does not belong. You cannot carry these spirits into the next season because they are weights chained to your ankles. You prayed for freedom, and now freedom comes, but freedom means letting go. That is why it feels painful. That is why it feels heavy. But your angel is standing guard. He will not let you slip, he will not let you fall, unless you turn away and choose the old ways again. This is why the warning is urgent. This is why Michael says do not skip this message at any cost. Listen to me. Every delay you suffered is being redeemed. Every night you cried will be turned into testimony. Every attack against your life is about to be reversed. But reversal requires awareness. If you deny what I show you, if you try to protect the very ones I am exposing, then you block the blessing I am releasing. My child, do not grieve for what I remove. Rejoice, because removal is the evidence that the miracle is near. When Judas was revealed, the cross was already waiting to become resurrection. When Pharaoh hardened his heart, the Red Sea was already waiting to part. When Goliath stood mocking, the stone was already chosen to strike him down. Do you see? Exposure always comes right before elevation. You are standing at the edge of your elevation. That is why the alert is so strong. That is why your angel is commanding you to open this. You have been through battles you did not deserve. The enemy tried to destroy you in childhood. He tried to kill your hope, steal your voice, crush your worth. But still you survived. He tried to drown you in heartbreak, bury you in shame, suffocate you in guilt. But still you stand. You think this is just by chance. No, my child, this is because my hand has never left you. Even in your darkest sins, I was near. Even when you thought I hated you, I still loved you. Even when you turned away, I followed. I could not abandon you because you are mine. You are marked. You are chosen. And no matter how much they try, no one can erase my mark from you. But now the time has come. I cannot let you linger in confusion. I cannot let you stay surrounded by wolves in disguise. So exposure has begun. The woman who pretended to love you will be revealed. The men who whispered against you will stumble. The system that rejected you will bend. My power is not mocked. My promises are not broken. And you, child, will see with your own eyes what happens when God Himself rises to defend. This is not imagination, this is not coincidence. This is heaven's order. Michael weeps for you, because too many times you ignored his whispers. He has stood guard by your bed at night, shielding you from death. He has battled in realms you cannot see. And he has pleaded with me, saying, Father, they keep ignoring the message. They don't see the urgency. And I said to him, send the message again. Tell them they have one more chance. Tell them not to skip it this time. That is why you are reading this now. This is not an accident. This is the orchestration of heaven. Do not think you can delay until tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Opportunities can vanish. Doors can close. The blessing has a moment, and you are in it now. That is why the angel says, at any cost, do not skip this. At any cost, open your heart. At any cost, obey the instruction. Because what comes after this moment will change everything in your life. Your finances are about to shift. Your relationships are about to be restored or removed. Your health is about to align. Your mind is about to find peace. Your home is about to be protected. Your calling is about to explode. But only if you obey now. Only if you stop doubting. Only if you open the message and allow the truth to pierce your heart. Finally, I am exposing this woman. Finally, I am showing you what was hidden. Finally, I am tearing the veil that kept you blind. Finally, you will see with your own eyes who truly walks in the light and who only pretended. And when you see, do not be afraid. Do not look back. Do not question my timing. Just move forward. Just trust me. Just obey me. Because your future depends on it. The clock is ticking. The angel's sword is drawn. The battle is at its climax. This is your alert, your final warning, your undeniable proof that heaven is with you. Do not ignore it. Do not brush it aside. Open it now before it is too late. God says, my child, you have come to the edge of destiny, and today is not an ordinary day. Archangel Michael has sounded the trumpet and his words are urgent. He says, your alert has arrived. Do not ignore it. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. If you delay, if you turn away, if you silence this voice again, you will regret it a lot. Heaven itself has pressed this moment into your spirit. The urgency is not for nothing. The voice that whispers to you right now is not imagination, it is the same voice that carried Moses through the Red Sea, the same voice that lifted Joseph from prison to the palace, the same voice that raised Lazarus from the grave. That voice is speaking directly to you now, saying, please open it before it is too late. This is your hour of revelation. The clouds of confusion that were placed around you are dissolving. For too long, you were kept blind by the schemes of others. For too long, you carried pain that wasn't yours. For too long, you doubted yourself because others whispered lies in the shadows. But heaven says today, no more. The time of silence is finished. The season of exposure has come. What they tried to bury will now rise to the surface. And what they whispered in secret will be shouted in the open. You have cried out for truth, and God answers you in this very moment. You have asked, why do I feel heavy? Why does it feel like something blocks me? And God says, because someone placed their words against you. A woman carried envy in her heart and disguised it as kindness. She smiled in front of you but spoke against you when you weren't present. She laughed with you but hoped for your downfall. She acted like she was standing beside you, but her spirit pushed against you. Archangel Michael has seen it all. And now the sword of heaven has been unsheathed. Finally, God is exposing this woman. She cannot hide in the shadows any longer. She cannot hold your destiny in her hand any longer. The reason this message carries urgency is because the window of change is thin. Time is not unlimited. There are choices you must make now, not later. If you keep delaying, if you keep hoping they will change, you will miss the opening heaven has carved out for you. This is why Michael says your alert has arrived. He says, do not ignore it. Do not set it aside. Do not think you can come back to it tomorrow. Because the blessings that are ready to pour into your life require a response now. Heaven has aligned people, opportunities, and miracles, but they are waiting for you to say yes. God says, my child, you were never ordinary. The reason your life felt so heavy, the reason attacks felt so constant, is because your calling carries weight. You are not just surviving on this earth, you were placed here with assignment, with fire, with authority. Every storm you passed through was designed to strip away the false and awaken the true. Every betrayal you endured was not wasted, it was training. Every tear you cried became a seed. And now those seeds are pushing through the soil. What you thought was dead is alive. What you thought was broken is being rebuilt. What you thought was stolen is being returned. But there is still resistance. And the resistance is not from strangers, it is from familiar faces. That is why the pain cuts so deep. That is why it was hard to recognize. Because the enemy disguised himself in people close to you. He dressed himself in the ones who were supposed to protect you. He used their mouths, their actions, their doubts, to plant poison in your path. But heaven says, enough. The mask has been torn. The exposure is here. God will not allow their schemes to continue. Michael speaks with urgency, my child, the message must be opened now. If you close your eyes, you will lose what heaven has arranged. If you delay, the enemy will try to move again. But if you act now, the enemy is silenced. The curse is broken. The door opens. That is why your angel is refusing to let you skip this. That is why your spirit feels restless right now. Because this is a turning point in your story. Do not mistake the heaviness you feel for fear. It is not fear. It is the weight of glory pressing into you. Your spirit recognizes that this is divine. Your heart knows this is not just words, it is a trumpet from heaven. God has been patient with you. He has given you signs, dreams, confirmations. But now he says, this is the moment. And if you walk past it, regret will chase you. But if you embrace it, miracles will overtake you. Your enemies thought they succeeded. They thought they had blocked you for good. They thought the lies they told would bury you permanently. They thought the doors they closed would never open again. But God laughs at their attempts. Because no human hand can shut what He has ordained to open. No curse can undo what He has blessed. No delay can erase what He has written. The scroll of your life is written in fire. The ink of your destiny cannot be smudged. The pages cannot be torn. But you must believe. You must trust. You must act. Faith is not passive. Faith is not waiting silently while everything crumbles. Faith is hearing the word of God and stepping forward, even when your knees shake. Faith is saying, I choose truth, even if it hurts. Faith is saying, I will not hold on to fake loyalty anymore. Faith is saying, I know God has better, so I release what is wrong. And now I say to you, child, release the chains. Release the toxic ties. Release the doubts. Release the woman who carried jealousy against you. Release the voices that silenced you. Release the fear that gripped you. Because what is ahead is far greater than what you're leaving behind. You cannot hold on to both. You cannot carry the weight of betrayal and still hold the blessing of freedom. You must choose. And heaven is begging you to choose now. Michael is standing guard. His sword is drawn. He is cutting away the spiritual ropes that tried to keep you bound. You may feel a shaking in your body right now. That is not fear. That is freedom. That is deliverance. That is the angelic presence moving near you. Heaven has dispatched reinforcements to your side. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even when you thought no one cared, the angels were at your door. Even when you thought you were abandoned, God was whispering, hold on, I am still here. And now, He is saying, my child, your angel refuses to let you go without hearing this. Because what is coming is too important. The blessings are too close. The breakthroughs are too near. And the danger of delay is too severe. That is why the urgency is so strong. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Her schemes have been laid bare. Her mask has cracked. Her whispers have been silenced. The time of pretending is over. What she used against you is returning to her own house. What she wished upon you is falling back into her lap. You do not need to fight her. Heaven is already fighting on your behalf. You only need to trust, to believe, and to step forward. The hour is late. The trumpet is loud. And the word is clear, open this now before it is too late. Your destiny is calling. Your miracle is waiting. Your angel is insisting. God is speaking. The exposure is complete. The chains are broken. The window is here. Will you step through it? Archangel Michael says, your alert has arrived, and you cannot ignore it. This message is not one among many, it is the one destined for your spirit at this very moment. Your angel is standing before you with the fire of heaven in his eyes, not allowing you to skip this, not allowing you to brush it aside as if it were small or casual. He warns with urgency, because if you choose to close your heart to this divine whisper, regret will follow like a shadow that will not leave. You will not escape the weight of what you missed. Please, open this now, before it is too late. Heaven does not speak without reason. This moment is written into eternity, and you are standing at the very edge of something that can transform everything about your life. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. Even if the storms outside are raging, even if the voices of doubt are loud, even if fear trembles in your bones, you are safe. You just have to trust God. You just have to pray to Him, surrender to Him, allow His Spirit to rise within you like a rushing river of peace. Do not wait another day, do not say, tomorrow I will give myself fully, because tomorrow is not promised. Heaven has come close today, and you are asked to listen, to open, to receive what has been prepared for you. You are not here by accident. There is no randomness in the spiritual realm. The words you are reading are not coincidence, they are divine alignment. God saw you before you clicked, before you opened, before you even thought to search for a sign. He already had this moment set aside for you, a moment where eternity and your reality collide. Archangel Michael says heaven has shaken the ground to get your attention. How many times have you cried out for help? How many nights have you pleaded, God, if you are real, show me? How many times have you whispered in secret, Lord, I can't take this anymore, I need a sign. This is that sign. This is the answer. This is heaven's reply to your weary heart. Do not underestimate the weight of this alert. Michael says your spirit is at a crossroads, and the direction you choose right now will determine more than you realize. The enemy has been working tirelessly, setting traps for you, whispering lies into your thoughts, trying to convince you that you are unworthy, that you are forgotten, that you will never rise again. But heaven refuses to let you fall into those snares. Heaven has dispatched angels to surround you, to tear apart the chains, to open doors that no man can shut. That is why you feel the urgency now, because time is sensitive. Your breakthrough is not far, it is standing right in front of you, and you only need to believe. God says to you, my child, you are not alone. You have never been alone, not even in your darkest hours. When you sat in silence and thought no one saw your pain, I saw every tear. When you buried your face in your hands and thought nobody heard your cries, I was listening. When you felt abandoned, I was holding you up in ways you did not even recognize. Do not think I have forsaken you. I never left. I never will. I have carved your name into the palms of my hands, and nothing in this world can erase it. The enemy wanted you to believe you are invisible, but you are not. You are seen. You are loved. You are chosen. Michael says, if you turn away from this message, if you harden your heart one more time, you will prolong your suffering. You will delay the miracle already moving toward you. You will close the door that heaven has swung wide open. This is not to bring fear, but to awaken you. You will regret ignoring this because you will remember that heaven reached for you, and you turned away. Do not let regret be your portion. Let redemption be your portion. Let restoration be your portion. Let breakthrough be your portion. Let blessing be your portion. God is not here to condemn you. He is here to rescue you. The world may have condemned you. People may have judged you. Family may have abandoned you. Friends may have betrayed you. But God says, I am not like them. I do not discard my children. I do not leave the broken behind. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. And you, my beloved, are that one. You are the one I have been chasing down with relentless love. You are the one heaven sings over when you lift your head again. You are the one I call precious and priceless. You are not disposable. You are not forgotten. You are mine. The reason Archangel Michael sounds the trumpet of urgency is because this is a thin place between heaven and earth. You are at the doorway of change. The next season of your life is ready to begin, but you must step into it. It requires surrender. It requires trust. It requires you to lift your eyes from the dust of your past and fix them on the horizon of your future. You cannot stay bound to what broke you, because what broke you was never meant to bury you, it was meant to shape you into the vessel that can carry glory. You are not a mistake. Your pain is not wasted. Your story is not over. Every trial you faced was the soil where your destiny was planted. Now it is sprouting. Now it is time to bloom. Heaven is leaning close, and you must hear this: you are protected. No matter what threats surround you, no matter what storms howl, no matter what shadows whisper, you are shielded under the wings of the Almighty. Archangel Michael is stationed at your side, his sword drawn, not allowing harm to cross the boundary God has set around you. What the enemy planned for your destruction will be turned for your elevation. What was meant to destroy you will be the very thing that proves God's hand is upon you. The same enemies who mocked you will watch as you rise. The same voices that told you you'll never make it will have no choice but to see you shine. God says, my child, you have asked me, why is it taking so long? Why do I keep waiting? And I tell you, the wait was not punishment, it was preparation. You needed time to heal. You needed time to grow. You needed time to shed the layers that would not fit in your next season. I have been shaping you in secret, like a diamond under pressure, like gold purified in the fire. And now, the time is near. Now the door is opening. Now the miracle is coming. Do not let it pass by because you were too distracted. Do not miss it because you doubted at the last moment. Trust me, for I have never failed you, and I never will. Michael says, regret is a heavy chain, and heaven does not want you bound by it. You have carried enough weight. You have suffered enough loss. You have endured enough sleepless nights. It is time to lay it all down. It is time to open your hands and release what is not meant for you. The past is behind you, let it stay there. The betrayal is behind you, let it stay there. The pain is behind you, let it stay there. If you continue to look back, you will miss what is ahead. And what is ahead is greater than you can imagine. What is ahead is beauty for ashes. What is ahead is joy for mourning. What is ahead is double for your trouble. What is ahead is divine restoration. Heaven is declaring this over you now. You are not cursed, you are blessed. You are not defeated, you are victorious. You are not overlooked, you are handpicked. You are not forgotten, you are remembered. You are not broken beyond repair, you are being remade stronger than ever. The enemy wanted you to believe your story ended in tragedy, but God says your story ends in triumph. You will rise. You will shine. You will see goodness in the land of the living. The alert has come. The message is delivered. You cannot say you were not warned. You cannot say heaven was silent. Michael himself has spoken, and God himself has confirmed, this is your hour. Open your heart. Open your spirit. Open your life. Do not delay. Do not dismiss this. You are safe in the hands of God. You are covered. You are loved. And if you trust Him now, you will see miracles unfold that you thought were impossible. God says this is not just another passing message that you can scroll past or ignore. Archangel Michael is standing firmly before you, his voice louder than the noise of the world, his command clearer than the whispers of doubt, and his presence stronger than any fear that tries to grip your heart. He says your alert has arrived, and heaven has moved to ensure you hear this right now. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost, because if you dare ignore it, you will regret it deeply. Not because God is here to punish you, but because what is being revealed is for your protection, your breakthrough, and your life's greatest turning point. You must open your spirit to this word now before it is too late, because the timing of heaven is precise and this moment is loaded with divine urgency. You may wonder why heaven presses you so intensely, why the words come with so much force, why Archangel Michael himself is sounding the alarm in your soul. It is because heaven knows what you cannot see. God sees the traps laid ahead. God knows the hearts of those who smile in your face but carry secret daggers in their hands. God knows the battles you fight in silence, the battles no one knows you are waging in your heart and in your mind. And so God has sent this word to stop you from stumbling into a place of regret, to protect you from making a choice that looks harmless but is poisoned, to shield you from what the enemy has set before you. Archangel Michael says you cannot delay any longer. Heaven has been whispering, sending you small signs, stirring your spirit in subtle ways, but now those whispers have become a loud trumpet. This message is the trumpet blast meant to wake you up from any fog of confusion, to shake you free from fear, to remind you that heaven is actively fighting for you. There is no randomness to this moment. It is designed, tailored, intentional. You reading these words is proof that your angels have been intervening, redirecting you here, because this alert is about your life, your destiny, your purpose, and your protection. God says you are safe, but only if you choose to trust Him fully. Nothing will go wrong with you as long as you stay under His covering, but you must walk into the shelter He provides. Do not think for a moment that you are unworthy of divine intervention. You are the very reason heaven moves with such intensity today. You are not forgotten, not forsaken, not invisible. You are seen. You are chosen. You are loved. You are important to heaven's plan, and the Lord is determined to keep you alive, strong, blessed, and walking toward the destiny He created for you. There are people who underestimated you, but God says you are not weak. You were built to withstand storms, yet He never intended for you to fight them alone. That's why He has sent Archangel Michael to guard you. That's why He is reminding you now, stop carrying the weight of fear and worry by yourself. Your heart has been restless. Your nights have been troubled. You've been replaying conversations, worrying about decisions, and fearing outcomes you cannot control. And God says, enough. Release it into my hands. Trust me again. Don't allow fear to rob you of the miracle I am about to deliver into your life. Archangel Michael speaks firmly. If you ignore this message, you will walk blindly into the trap set for you. And regret is a heavy burden. But heaven loves you too much to allow that. That's why this message came with urgency, with warning, with power. Heaven does not want you bound to regret. Heaven wants you free, alive, and positioned for breakthrough. The regret you've carried from the past was never meant to define you, and God is not allowing new regret to attach itself to your future. That's why He interrupts you now. That's why this alert is louder than the rest. Because heaven sees what is about to unfold, and heaven has chosen to stop it by opening your eyes. Listen. Your